Greetings, everyone, to all of you, the chosen ones, the gifted ones. My name is Palisa. I am the gift coach. I not only coach, but I also do healing and I'm a medium. Please excuse my voice. Thank you. So many of you are saying I have a gift, or I'm not even sure whether I have a gift or not. In this video, I'm going to provide you with at least one confirmation that you are indeed chosen, that you have a spiritual gift. Your ancestors have already shown up to prove to you that you have a gift. A lot of people are actually struggling, especially with dreams, in terms of what do they actually mean for me as somebody who's gifted. And sometimes you have dreams and you are not even sure whether it's a gift or not. Maybe you don't even think of a gift. You think these are just random dreams that you're having once a week, sometimes every day, or once in a while, and they don't actually make sense to you. You have no clue what they are speaking to you, or sometimes you don't think that there's a message in this dream. Listen, every dream that you dream that is weird, that is baffling, that leaves you wondering what the heck happened here, is sending a message to you. If you are someone who is gifted, you never take your dreams for granted. You need to understand that each and every dream comes with a message. So unfortunately, what happens is that a lot of people don't get the correct interpretation from people. It's either they just lie to them because they want to mislead them, or sometimes they speak about things that they don't know. So you end up with dreams that you don't understand. So as someone who is gifted or you're not sure, please stay tuned. Stay in the video until the end so that you get your understanding of what this means for you. What happens is that when we go to sleep, our spirit or our soul, I don't know, I'm not sure about the difference, but it leaves your body. So you're staying there, you're lying on your bed, and then you go to another world, another realm, another dimension. And then you come back. When you come back, you remember what the dream is about. Sometimes, as soon as you wake up, the dreams just dissipates into thin air. You don't even know what happened to it. But for most people, they say, I don't dream at all, which is not true. Everybody dreams. It's just that we don't remember. And there are so many things that we do before we go to sleep. Minutes or even hours before we go to bed, that hinders us from actually remembering our dreams. That's a video for another day. So your ancestors, they come to you in your dreams to give you messages. That's how they communicate to us in dreams, especially when you are at a stage where you don't know where to start, right? You're still thinking about, what do I do about these dreams? Or how do I connect with my ancestors? So what I do in my coaching is that I help people who have a spiritual gift to connect with their ancestors. If you are interested in that consultation, I will leave my details down below whereby you can contact me and we can have a consultation to help you to connect with your ancestors so that you can start your spiritual journey now. So ancestors usually speak to us in dreams, but then why is it that when they come to us, the dreams are so vague, they're so confusing, sometimes they're scary? It is because the ancestors do not speak our language. Ancestors have got their own language that they speak, which is spiritual. And since we are spirit beings, they connect with that part of us. But then because we live in a physical realm and we don't take spiritual things seriously, or you don't even know how, it becomes difficult for you to actually get the message. You can't decipher what they're actually saying. And then it will take someone like me who can interpret those dreams for you to help you understand what your ancestors are saying. When it's time for you to start with your initiation, for your gift, they usually come at a certain point, and how they introduce themselves is through dreams. And these dreams are very, very important for you, because now that's where you get to understand that the ancestors are here and what are they saying to you. So that is the reason why you get all kinds of dreams. And I know they confuse you, they scare you, you don't know what to do, you don't even understand a thing, but this is how they show up. When I do my consultations or my gift coaching, I help people with dream interpretations so that they understand what they're actually saying. And it also helps you to understand now that, um, this is how I also need to communicate with them, because you have to listen, because they also listen. So you speak to them and you listen. They listen and they speak to you. That is a communication. And this is where most people lose it or miss it. It is because they think that the ancestors are not saying anything because they don't understand the dream, which is not true. Dreams are very important because it's through dreams that we get to understand who we are. Dreams come because they caution us, of certain dangers. They also help us with getting a direction in our lives. They bring answers to the many questions that we have, or even when we are confused. Dreams help us. They bring light. And then you become relieved from the stress and the pain and the fear of the unknown, or of misunderstanding your life. Dreams play that role because it is also a reminder that, you know what, you are not alone. There is a spiritual presence in your life that is speaking to you. Dreams can also be a medium that is used by dark forces to confuse, mislead, and to deceive you. So we need to be very, very careful when it comes to dreams, because you can't just accept any dream. And most of the time, the dreams that really speaks to you are very confusing. You don't get them. But these dreams that are so deceptive, you think, oh yes, now I've got the answer. Now my ancestors are speaking to me. Now God has shown up, only to find it is the opposite. So dreams is not something that you need to take lightly. It's not something that you just cast aside and say, oh, it was just a dream. It's not like that. Dreams are your connection to the spiritual world. They help you understand that this is not the only life. There is another life. And some people even say, how do you even know that this life is actually a dream? And when you go to sleep, that's where you actually live. So the connection between the physical and spiritual is key in helping you in your spiritual journey. And dreams can also tell you about things that are in the future, things that are coming. Now you know, they prepare you for the worst. They prepare you for the good tidings. So when you dream, you are connecting the past, the present, and the future. Because dreams can also speak to the past things that actually happened in your life. So ancestors speak to us in that way. It is the only way for them to speak. Yes, sometimes they do speak through signs, but most of the time it's dreams. And dreams are important. It doesn't matter when you had this dream. Even if it was 20 years ago, it matters. It is important. So never take lightly the things that you see when you are asleep. Sometimes it happens during the day. You take a nap and then something happens. That is also important as well. But then finding somebody who can actually interpret your dreams is very, very important. Some people can deliberately mislead you. Why? Because they're jealous of the dream, because it is speaking something about who you are, about where your power is, your wealth. We know the problem with our people, very jealous. They pull us down. They deceive us. They can actually kill you for your gift. Jealousy has led a lot of people to early death because they were ignorant, they were trusting. You thought that this person is the one that I should speak to, only to find that this is the person who's going to actually kill your dream or even kill you. Now, what do you do when you have dreams? The best thing for you to do, number one, is to acknowledge ancestors. Acknowledge that these dreams come from them. Trust yourself, trust them, speak to them, and tell them that I had a dream and I don't even understand what it's saying, but I know that it's speaking to me because it was so vivid. Now I'm left confused. I'm left with so many questions and no answers. What do I do? Who do I speak to about my dreams? They will do that as long as you trust in yourself. Because when you trust in yourself, you trust in them and you trust in the Creator, the Almighty. That is the only way for you to be able to go through this. Dreams cannot be ignored. If you're someone with vivid dreams, know that there's a high chance or 99.999 chance that you are gifted. And you can dream every day, but there are certain dreams that you can't forget. They stay with you for a very long time. I have dreams that I still remember that I've had many years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Some dreams, I had them as a child. So never underestimate the dreams that you have. Never think it was just a dream. No, it was only for that time. No, dreams are tied to the past, the present, and the future. Hence, when I do consultations or coaching, I ask for dreams. It doesn't matter when you had them. Even if you were 5 years old, they matter. They are important because now they are speaking to where you are right now, how to get out of a situation, how to take control and charge of your life. They bring all kinds of solutions. Just that one dream can define your entire life. So when you have dreams that you don't understand, don't despair. Just be patient. And most of the time, I would encourage you to write them down. It is important because you're going to keep referring. Dreams are tied to each other. When the ancestors speak, as long as you haven't got what they are trying to say to you, those dreams will keep recurring. Hence, we have dreams that come over and over and over again because they are saying, as long as you haven't grasped the message, we're never going to leave you alone. We want to make sure that you understand. And dreams come according to the stages of your gift, because the gift that you have, it goes through stages, it goes through levels. So if you haven't gone to the next level, you will get the same kind of dreams. In my next video, I will be talking about certain types of dreams that speaks to you. Those videos are going to help you a lot. I will see you in the next one. Hi, Bekhotso.